this is literally the third time I filmed this video. Yay for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I never imagined I would get that far and people would be that interested in listening to me just like ramble and rant, but I guess you guys are. Get out while you still can, kids. Just kidding. So I am going to do the Q&A thing where I answer the questions. Oh, and I will be butchering these names. I apologize. Ramia Cole asked, what inspired you to become a YouTuber? So it was kind of a mixture of things. My middle school had a lot of kids that did YouTube, funnily enough. Actually, it's kind of weird and uncommon, but there was this girl who was in like a 7 Super Girls, like Mega Channel or whatever those are called, and then another girl that did YouTube videos, and so I made my first YouTube video in, I think, 8th grade, and then it got a lot of attention, so my sophomore year I decided, hey, I'm not doing much, I might as well try and start up my channel again. Leslie Rodriguez asked, do you have an art account on Instagram? Also, how old are you and what's your favorite thing to draw? I have an Instagram account that I post art on occasionally. It's always in the description box and I will link it. I'll try to link it in the video. I'm 15, but I'm going to be turning 16 in July, so I'm definitely on the older half of 15, and my favorite thing to draw is people, because I'm incapable of drawing anything else. I'm a one-hit wonder, basically. Breedy Art asks, amazing, and yes, I'm very interested. When did you start seriously getting into art? Also, what do you want your career to be? Also, can you give us some information about your novels? So, like, I've always been interested in art, but I started getting, like, seriously interested into art when I was in 5th grade, and I bought a bunch of Mark Curly How to Draw Anime books, and I went ham on them. I want to work in art, or English, or writing, because I like writing too. So I either want to work at Pixar, or, I don't know, the New York Times. I have big dreams. My novel is 53,000 words long. It is about this girl named Tabs, who, when she consumes alcohol, can see into the future, and one fateful vision, she sees herself die. So she makes this epic bucket list of all these things she wants to do, and she enlists this girl named Vivi to help her, and then they kind of fall in love. And yeah, she dies at the end. Spoiler alert. If you want to read it, just comment your email, or like message me, or DM me through Instagram, and I can add your email to the Google Doc list. Francesca Mauricio asks, how do you draw hair? I literally can't. Also, how to draw boys. Hair is more helpful to think of it as in chunks instead of drawing each individual hair. So like try to draw the movement, I don't know, like the movement instead of the hair. Boys, you just try to make their faces a little more masculine by making their jawlines a little sharper, their eyes a little narrower, their eyebrows a little thicker, and their noses longer. Mariah Garcia says, I can't think of a groundbreaking question, so what's your favorite color? Actually, this question's great. I was so disappointed no one asked me what my favorite bands were, because, you know, I was so ready to, like, go off on this whole list, but alas. My favorite color is yellow. Naomi B asked, what is your favorite medium and why? My favorite medium is either graphite, because there's an eraser, digital because there's an undo button, and watercolor because you can kind of blot out your mistakes, because I make a lot of mistakes. Also, all 3 of those are pretty easy to blend. No Chill Mia asked, how old were you when you started arting? I started arting like as soon as I could hold a pencil, so I don't know, 2 years old, 3 years old. Optic Deviant asked, top 5 artists you look up to the most, where'd you find your style, and how far have you come from your older artworks? My old DeviantArt is full of my old artwork and it's pretty rough. I can link it in the description box. I found my style just by looking at artwork of people that I admired, finding like things that I admired, like what I admired about it, for example, how they colored their noses and cheeks red, and then I adapted it to my own style. The 5 artists I look up to, I don't know if I have a like even 5, but I really look up to Agnes Cecile, Lady 2 Art, Destiny Blue, and Viria. Viria is my biggest inspiration. I love how she draws her people. It's just amazing. Jessica Garcia asked, what made you want to do art and where did you learn to art? So I don't know what made me want to do art. I just love art. I love drawing. I don't have a better reason than that. But I learned to art through either school art classes, online tutorials, that anime book. I did take some out-of-school art classes on like sculpting and making comics. So I've had a little out-of-school instruction, but most of it was just self-taught and dedication and that anime book. And finally, the last question, Meowvids asked, do you know how to draw profiles? And if so, can you please give us any tips? I don't know how to draw profiles. I mean, I do, but I'm really bad at it. So instead of giving you tips, which are probably going to be wrong, I'm just going to link a wonderful tutorial by Lady2Art in the description box that will help you. And I'll try to put the link in the video too. Yeah, that was it. That was all of the comments, questions which I have now answered. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week I'm going to be in New York with a bunch of students from my art class, and we're going to be going to art museums and nightclubs and the Book of Mormon. So I'm definitely going to vlog that. So that will be next week's video, just as a heads up if you hate vlogs. But I'll try to make it entertaining. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Das Vidania. Adios.